Okay, well, it is that time, and I wonder what I did over here. So hang on with me here, real quick. Only me, right? No, I want that one. Okay, sorry. It's that time. It's Tuesday. We're back over here. We're live. We're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. That's right. You're watching Let's Talk episode 9. We're getting to that great 10th episode, and we just booked a really, really great guest for next week. I know, normally we'd be over on the gaming channel, but we're going to be here. So I hope that's okay with you guys. Now, before we get into the fun like we usually do, let's go through the little bit of roll call here. King Ginger, how are you, my brother? It is so good to see you back around. Seriously. Courier 6, how are you, my amazing brother? Hope everything, well, yeah, you're south of me is going well down there. I hear you guys are going through some rough times, but, you know. All right, Bird Boy. I'm going to address you right now. If Baltimore doesn't take the East this year or next year, I am going to be very surprised. Your rookies are great. You have some of the top prospects in baseball. If those boys can play, I know you're on that verge of being a contender right now, but I think you could pull off some surprises and take the East this year or next. Seriously, I really, really do. Bill, how you doing, brother? All right. Like I said in a little description thingy, especially after doing the that's not good. That's not good. Hopefully it was like a rock damage and not stray rounds, but I don't know. Like I said, especially after doing that change your narrative video, I've been doing a lot of thinking about a lot of stuff. And it's funny how right after I filmed that video about change your narrative, I caught the Always Forward podcast with Nick Comalazzos and John Roushey, aka Johnny Slicks. And one of the big things they talked about really got me thinking. Does this bring you value? Now, I know. Here I am. I'm a content creator. Yes, doing this video brings me value. But there's certain things throughout the day where you do stuff like, I don't know, they were talking about changing your oil. And I liked how Nick presented Johnny with this question. Is that a great use of your time? What else could you be doing with your hands to further yourself and your career and your business by having somebody else do your oil for you? While it's a great skill to have to be able to do like automotive repair or, I don't know, gunsmithing or metallurgy or like for me, painting miniatures where my skill has gotten to. Is that really productive and a good use of my time? And it's weird because if you think about everything you do during the day, like, I don't know, maybe some people stop at Hipster Bucks to get a cup of coffee on the way to work. Is that a good use? Could you just do coffee at home and get there a little earlier, possibly get to work a little earlier, maybe pick up a little bit of OT? You know, seeing how I don't know what most of you do, except for Chris Rayner. And by the way, Bird Boy, you're Orioles, sorry. Damn birds. And yeah, Chris wants cookies, but still. You know, and that got me thinking because I'm trying to teach my kids better habits than I had growing up. Now, I know, look, we're parents, all right? We want our kids to be better no matter what. We want our kids to have a better life than we have. You know, and yes, God, I hate this time of year. And you guys know with my channel, because where everything's set up, the sun coming through the blinds, the dots right there, I just hate seeing that. I'm like, dodge, you know? But it's like trying to teach my kids priority. Just things in the morning, like the brat takes forever to get out of a door. We need to get her moving 10 minutes before anybody else does. We are always early to the bus stop in case the bus shows up early. You know, my son, he does things over at his school in the morning. I always, joke with him about, you're reading your paper with your bagel and cream cheese at school. And he loves to retort just a little bit, just a schmear. I'm like, I hate you, boy. I hate you. But it's getting that priority and that time management to go back to, does this add value? And it's weird with the changes I'm making in myself. Look, I know if you watch my channel long enough, you're going to see a hate-filled video somewhere. I know I'm going to snap and I'm going to do something dumb, like the David Hogg video I just did. I know he's never, ever going to watch it. I get he's making his money for his foundation by tilting at windmills, but still, should I have made that video? I don't know. I really don't. Was that a productive use of my time? Probably not for that 20 minutes, but I felt better on the inside. I had a guy yelling at me today in a comment section because he didn't like how I was pronouncing sax in a video from a couple years ago, and how I offended him and I offended his little area in England because I guess their flag has 3 little saxes on it and I'm pronouncing it wrong and I'm disrespecting everybody. I'm like, have a good day. You know, the me from a couple years ago, quiet, Bill. I know you remember this, Bill. The me from a couple years ago would have had fun blasting him right there in the comments section and going, dude, you're an idiot. Everywhere I've seen it's pronounced this way. So your little corner of the world pronounces it that way. Good for you. Fuck off. But I had to control myself. You know, like with the drama monkeys, I don't engage them anymore. You've seen it on the commission, especially last week. I'm like, I don't want to read this. This is just dumb. I know exactly what it's going to cause. Finding things that can bring you a little bit of joy and do things differently, I think that is really productive and a good use of your time and adds value to your day. And it's something that I've been going over in my head, you know? I need to get back to that. I really do. Because that's exactly what I used to do, my brother. Just go, hey, thanks for watching. Little thumbs up and 100. And just leave it. You know? You can read. You're growing up, Shaky. You're growing up. Let's try to get those. Yeah. Like, okay. A teenage boy, a preteen daughter, and, well, someone on, the cuteness factor is under 10. We have to cycle people through the shower. So some people, shower at night. Steven, my brother, how you doing, man? Good ink. I love that ink. It looks good on you, man. We have to have one shower at night. And we usually have the cuteness factor lay out our clothes for, tomorrow. It's like when the kids come downstairs. Oh, God, where is it? When the kids come downstairs for breakfast in the morning, they lay out everything for school. Their backpacks, their shoes, their coats. If it's raining, Pacific Northwest, which is pretty much every freaking day, they got umbrellas ready to go. Shaky. It's that time management and adding that value. I'll say it. I didn't believe in this switch in the Washington education system where they did away with a bunch of homework. My kids' homework for the last couple of years has been reading 30 minutes a day and writing down in their reading log, I read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, this many pages. But it's weird that the cuteness factor is reading at an advanced level for her age. She's reading chapter books. She about came unglued because she kept borrowing Harry Potter books from the library and kept having to bring them back. And she was pissed that she kept losing her spot. So we got her the whole set in books. She was unglued. She was so happy. She was vibrating, But yeah, see, I didn't believe in it until recently because it's stimulating the cuteness factor. I love the monkey. You guys know that. If you've watched my channel for a while, I love that boy. But there's some days I think he's dumb as a bag of rocks. Like we have set things down for dinner on certain days. Friday is like the wild card day, depending if people have been good or we're going to do something different, going to do something strange. But it's like last week, he screwed up 4 days in a row by going backwards one day and going, oh. It happens. We all have brain farts, but watching them get engaged, watching them do stuff, Yeah, I saw that, my brother. Okay, at least he's stable. That's good. Praying for him. Hey, everybody, please, for Shaky, Send good thoughts because, yeah, that's a horrible thing. And, yeah. Where'd that go? That's right. I went back up. Yeah, I know, right? Those chapter books, right? I mean, I remember as a kid, I did a lot of sci-fi fantasy books. Like Dragonlance was huge for me. Huge. Or David Eddings' books about the Belgron and that other one, those 5-book sets. Oh my God, those are still some of my favorite things, to read. Seriously. G. Lou, we love you, G. Shaky, I get it. Family first, bro. I seriously get that. Spot on, I get that. Yeah, and I mean, I remember. God, how can I put it? I remember being so pissed off at the writers when they did the whole thing about the magic of the dragon lance and how it's just basically a lance and the magic comes from you. I was so pissed at that. And I'm like, well, I guess if it makes sense, if you believe in it that much, you can work miracles with your belief, But I don't know. You 5 awesome individuals who are watching. What's some of the things you do during the day to add value to you? It's. I know it's going to sound dumb, but like with the gaming channel, every day I try to learn something new. A new paint technique, check out a new brush, check out some new miniatures, check out some new lore. It's something along those lines. Like over on this side, I'm trying desperately to, finally get a blade right because I owe somebody a blade. I keep burning shit a coal forge and hopefully they're going to let me off it soon. But still, trying to advance certain areas. I mean, it's weird how long ago you would say someone's a content creator as a joke, but now it's so commonplace. I hear the White House is going to have an influencer briefing room. Okay, you're going to hire TikTok stars in the White House? Okay. But I don't know, what do you guys do to add value? Like Chris said, laying out your uniform the night before. I don't know. Planning your meal prep, because I understand for some people that's really, really huge, planning meal preps and getting that done for the week and having everything set up. That could be huge and a really, really time saver. I mean, do you try to push yourself and learn something new all the time, Well, now that you're here, Cheddar Bob, that's right. What's going on, Beta? How you doing, brother? It's been a long time. Glad to see you back around. There's just that little bit on the Always Forward podcast hit home. Are we talking like breakfast, lunch, dinner, or just stuff for work? Do you do like a 3 on, 4 off, 4 on, 3 off? Yeah. I mean, yeah. It just takes that little bit of effort. You can save yourself, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 bucks a day from the gut truck or the roach coach, whatever you guys call them. Or just not going out to Burger King or McDonald's. Oh, I know. It really, really struck home. And I wanted to share that with you guys simply because I think it deserves to be talked about, Does it add value? And it's really bringing home, like I said earlier, not responding to comments and not responding to the drama BS, Okay, hold on. What we got here? My brother, hug Miraculous Girl for me, please. I really love her videos and that big smile. And I swear to God, that is like the greatest thing ever for a channel to like, share, subscribe, ding. Always makes me smile every time I hear it, Grandma didn't know how to cook? Really? In every family, grandma is always like the ultimate one, Yeah, I know you're retired. You're living the good life now. I've seen some of your stuff, Oh my God, Shaky. Days off. Yeah, and I think it's always important to further You get it shaky because like you're a gamer. Always further that education and further, your abilities and further push yourself. I even said it with the Jersey jerk off. Whenever I'm doing a paint session, if I'm not coming out of there with a migraine, I know I'm doing it wrong because I know I'm not pushing myself hard enough. We got, yeah, well, I did that too when I was working graveyard. The 4 on 3 off. I barely eat on my days off because all I wanted to do was sleep. But yeah. Now you see, for you, that's critical because you want to talk about a life or death situation. This man right here doing that, yeah. And I pray to God you never see one. Seriously, I just, yeah. Ah, okay. Well, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Um, I never thought I'd get into that for like Warhammer 40K. They've got the audiobooks. I never thought I'd get into one because I can just hit play during a paint session and I can veg out. Like I'll admit, I just put in the league. I've got the complete series, so I'm starting from season 1 again and just vegging out to that. It's also a good timer for me because I know those episodes are about 21, 22 minutes long, so I can figure out how long I got to go. All right, I got to tell you, you guys have some of the greatest celebrations ever. I really like the Chug celebration, and I just saw the water sprinkler one. So, yeah, you guys are having fun, and that's what I think Major League Baseball needs. No fucking pitch clock, no goddamn hitter clock, no fucking expanded bases. Leave the damn game alone, but still. I've got 3. The boy is a pain in the butt to get up. He actually fell asleep sitting up this morning when I got him up. Seriously. I go in, I get him up. Like some really odd days or Pop-Tart days, and the kids really love those days. Or like Sunday is donut day, the little chocolate covered ones that they love. But he fell asleep sitting up in his bed. Yeah. The boy's special, I tell you. The boy is special. He's special. But I mean, isn't it funny how just some of the things I'm seeing in here, Oop, what do we got here? Yeah. But just some of the things we're seeing in here, if you see how those little things, they can add up to help your day go a lot smoother and a lot better. I'm seeing some incredible people in here who have some high demand, high stress jobs are furthering their education. And I think that's incredible. We've got a retired dude here who's having the time of his life right now. Dude, that Knott's Berry's Farm stuff you put up, she's a happy little girl. Happy, happy little girl. I don't know. It's weird, One of the biggest things I'm trying to do for me is prioritize a lot of stuff because some of you have been with me for a while. Chris, when I was putting up videos 5 times a week, I was running ragged. And I dropped that down to basically 4 a week with, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and a live stream on Tuesday. But now that I'm running 2 channels, I really got to prioritize filming, Well, okay. Didn't we all when we were her age? And then you get our age and you're like, man, that's going to hurt everything. You stand up and your knee cracks so loud, you expect it to glow like a chem light. That kind of day. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's just that prioritizing in time management and asking yourself this question. Does that add value? And that's something that's helping change a lot. And it's helping change me with my mental health side because that's something I'm always cognizant of. It's so easy to wrap yourself in that dumb shit and fall down that rabbit hole. There's 3 of you in here, 4 of you in here right now who you know. And you see, I know a lot of first responders turn to drugs and alcohol. All right, I know they do. And it's good to have that going on. And I also, I got to tell you, like when I'm flipping through Facebook and I see your kids and I see your wife and the time you guys are having, yeah, I'm going to bust your hump when she snuck you off to a friggin' baseball game. You don't deserve that, woman. But it's good to see that and good to see the positive sides and good to see the great stuff going on, you know? And that's the other thing, like for me, I'm releasing a video tomorrow for my step parent series, basically called Spring Break 2023. The start of that video, I have to give the cuteness factor all kinds of credit for. I really, really do. It's neat how some things are changing, like telling the boy, what we got? I'm sure I've been. Yeah, how is that? I've seen everybody mixing like with the Dr. Pepper cherry cream stuff. Yeah, let me know how that is, Shaky. But I've learned that like on the weekends, the boy's heavily into music. So the monkey and I go through YouTube videos, you know, watching different bands from different eras and showing him things. Showing him like Freddie Mercury way back when in the day. Yeah, he's got bell bottoms and platform boots on, and he's still outperforming a lot of bands today. You know, just having that quality bonding time with him. Or just grabbing the cuteness factor. She wants to sit in my lap while she's playing her tablet, and she's telling me everything she's doing. Or, well, with the brat and, you know, her writing her mini skirt manifesto. I really, truly pity whoever she dates. I really, really do. Might have to try that. You know, it's finding those different ways to just veg. And I mean, it may sound dumb, but I really can't do a good paint session when the kids are home because I need to focus on them. You know, they're here. They deserve that time. I've got all day when they're at school, you know, or basically for me, I get up at 03 every single day, whether I want to or not. I'm just up. Whether it's an old man pee or the better half's coming to bed or she rolls over and you get that slap in the face. Some of you are married, you know what I'm talking about, or we're married, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm still trying to figure out how I outweigh her and she takes up 98% of the bed, but I'm a dickhead for wanting all of my pillow. That's nobody. But you guys know what I'm saying. I don't know. I just that's been on my mind, and that's really what I wanted to talk about tonight. Okay, I swear. See, that's one thing I've had to learn. Like, my boy knows I love him. All right. And we have this funny saying in the house, you know, oh, you pulled a Caden because he does dumb things. But to be able to sit there and look at him this last weekend and go, hey, I'm proud of you. And he's like, huh, what? And you can just see that pride welling up in him. You know, it's like, don't you cry. Don't you cry and ruin this moment. Don't do that. You know, but to make those changes that I've got to make, it's going to be better for him. You know, because my dad was out of my life in the second grade. Seriously, he was. So I grew up without a dad, which I know is going to explain a lot for a lot of people. The boy is doing amazing. And it's funny for me just to be able to sit back and watch him do what he does. And the greatest compliment I ever got from someone was, if I didn't know you were not his father, I'd swear to God you were. And I'm like, look at that face. Just look at his face. You know, I'm like, nothing of me in there. And I love how he does this sometimes. We've had to have him stop because I live in Washington State. He's like, what about this flat spot? That's all you. That flat spot, it's you. You slapped your DNA into me, Daddy. Go ahead, grab that sound bite. But I don't know. Like with the brat, I've been there for her since she was 2 months old. And it's great to see the things going on and having that relationship with her. And, well, the cuteness factor, well, hey, what can I say? I'm just surprised she hasn't stabbed me yet. That's just me. even though she makes the comments, I know, Daddy, no pokey with the sharp stuff. It's just weird how to reprioritize, and spending time with my kids does give me value. As much as I pick on them, as much as I can watch things like Married with Children with the boy now, and he's on the floor crying because he's getting it. You know, he's seriously getting it. Or just laughing and joking with him and going, you know, every day when you wake up, you should do the first thing that you hate and confront it and be there. And he looks at me and goes, okay. So this morning I woke him up. I went, I love you. And it took him a moment. He broke out laughing, going, funny. So yeah, that's going to be the kid who picks my retirement home. That's going to be the one. I don't know, guys. It's pretty much all I got. All I can say is ask yourself, does this add value? You know, before you do something stupid or before you're doing something else. Because we can all kind of tweak our day a little bit. You know, we can all do different things. We can all be better. And I really, really, really want to stress this. If you're suffering in any way, please contact somebody. There's lots of options that are there, and we need you here. Okay, yeah, I'm selfish as fuck. I've got, hold on. Nice. How's it feel to be a minority? Like I was saying, I know I'm selfish as fuck. I want everybody here during my time to hear that and go, we need you here, you know? See, the worst part for me was I did not let the monkey call me dad forever. I made him call me Chris because he had the guy who made him. He had a dude who was his dad before my better half broke it off. And I didn't want him thinking every guy that dated mommy was dad. But when he came in and asked me to be his dad, that's it. Period. From that day forward, that was it. His dad. There's lots of numbers out there, especially 988. If you're suffering, call it. If you're suffering, talk to somebody. You know, everybody's got a story. And people said it to me, and I'm saying it right back. I want to hear your story, not your eulogy. If you're suffering, talk. Because I may not know what you're going through, but it might help you, you know? Almost wrong. Nice, brother. Nice. Nice. Well, we've all got faults, you know? We really, really do. Hey, Brewer, how are you doing, my brother? What do you got? Probably. I get that, man. Depression can sneak into you in weird ways, all right? We just had Easter. You know, I mean, think about it. We're almost halfway through April. This year's like one quarter gone. If you turn on the news, it's politics and hate. And, oh, yeah, World War III, and, oh, my God, we have so many problems. I'm not saying limit yourself, but have healthy outlets. It can happen to anybody. There's been lots of times where I'll tell you, I felt way down on the weekends. I really, really have. Which, in one aspect, is a real big reason why I've eliminated social media from my weekend activities. You know, I try not to go on there at all, simply because I might snap and I might say something stupid. But it's finding that healthier outlet to be able to sit down and have the courage and go, I need help, which I've done recently. Some of you know I've even done videos on at one point when I went to therapy for a month, and I still do. Once a month, I do have follow-up visits over some stuff that happened to me. Am I perfect? No. But I'm willing to listen, and I'm willing to lend an ear, and I'm willing to help you find resources. I can't do it for you, but I can help you if you can understand that. We all offer something. Everybody in this chat has offered something, whether it's just 30 seconds of view time or just a comment or anything. You've offered something, and you're giving up your precious resource, which is your time to be here. carry some positivity forward. And I'm not talking about you're a goddamn Care Bear walking around, doing whatever, but just smile, And that's the hard part. I met my dad later on in life, and you go through everything. I was a grown ass man at that point. I still would like to think I am, but Bill, come on, you've known me a while. I do immature shit. How do you go from second grade to you served in the military and here's your dad? But he still wants you to be that kid from second grade. You see? And that's what sucks, especially with the boy, the monkey and the brat. They don't even know them anymore. By the way, don't look at the angry white chick in the back. She hates being on camera. Don't look. Don't look. They don't know. The brat saw her donor when she was 2 months old. Hasn't seen him since. No attempts to contact. The boy's biological donor, it's been a while, and he's just better off without him, in my opinion. But that's just me. But like I said, just if you're suffering, talk. There's so many people in so many different communities that will be there for you. All right? You're needed, you're wanted, and you're valued. If nobody has told you that today, I'm telling you right now, you need to be around because you make things better. Whether it's just, I don't know, doing something goofy, like with Bill Rivers and going the Rivers Revenge, or grabbing the 8-ball and going, will Bill Rivers laugh at this? Being able to sit there for exploring it all and tell my brother, man, Miraculous Girl is phenomenal. Brewer, what he does, over there with the bearded respect. We have some amazing people, 4. Fuck. Sorry, bro. I got 3 in my house. Oh, yeah, what is that? Spectacles, Technicals, Wallet, Watch. Yeah, you guys are Catholic, But still, I don't know. Just tonight's going to be kind of a short one. I did get a surprise guest for next week. Normally I'd be over on my gaming channel. But right now we're going to be here in 7 days. It's going to be different. It's going to be really, really different. An outspoken veteran. An incredible dude. And just, yeah. It's going to be something you're going to want to tune in for, Anytime, man. Seriously. And I got to get you booked on the show with Miraculous Girl. Seriously, I really do. I've been wanting to do that for years. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna set it up. Just to have that, like, share, subscribe, ding. God, she's adorable when she does that. But guys, if you're so inclined, this Thursday over on Jersey Joe's channel, we should have the commission running. If you want to come in and laugh and have a great time, that's something really offbeat and different. The commission. You've got so many great live feeds going on. Go in and get in one of them. Embrace that community inside that live feed. You are what makes it worth it, what makes it great, and what makes it awesome. I am grateful, seriously, to all of you. And just remember, ask yourself this week, does this add value? Might help change your lifestyle. And remember, change your narrative. I love you guys. Hope you're having a great one, a safe one. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.